LEGO Star Wars has been a beloved theme for over 26 years, quickly approaching its 27th anniversary. Over this long journey, LEGO has produced both accurate and inaccurate minifigures. We'll be taking a closer look at 6 notably inaccurate figures, starting with one of the more recent examples, SW1158 Boba Fett. When Boba Fett made his return in The Mandalorian Season 2, new LEGO Star Wars sets followed in the summer of 2021. Among them was Boba Fett's starship, formerly known as the Slave One. This set introduced a newly designed Boba Fett minifigure meant to match his on-screen appearance. While the figure featured detailed and unique printing, it had a major flaw: its helmet. In the show, Boba's armor is in dark green, but the LEGO version reused the older sand green helmet from previous sets. This inconsistency drew criticism from fans, and while this color mismatch might seem minor, the next figure we will discuss has an even bigger issue. In 2013, following the previous year's release of Clone Wars Season 4, LEGO launched its Umbar wave. One of the sets in this lineup was set 75013 Umbar MHC, which included 4 minifigures, one of which stood out for all the wrong reasons. The figure in question was a 212th Clone Trooper. The main issue was its armor color. In Star Wars lore, the 212th Battalion is known for its distinctive orange marking, yet the minifigure featured colors more closely resembling those of the 327th Star Corps. This mix-up led many fans to question how such a noticeable mistake slipped through. However, as inaccurate as this trooper was, the next minifigure, dating back to the early 2000s, manages to top it. In the early years of LEGO Star Wars, the company was still experimenting with molds and printing techniques, one such example being the original Aldar Beetle minifigure. To say this figure was inaccurate would be an understatement. Compared to the on-screen character, the minifigure looked odd, using a standard minifigure head and an awkwardly built body that failed to capture Aldar Beetle's unique appearance. What makes this mistake even more surprising is that just a year later, LEGO released a significantly more accurate version of the character using a brand new mold. This raises the question on why LEGO didn't wait to release an improved version from the start. While this error can be chalked up to the brand's attempts in its early Star Wars years, the next minifigure we'll look at was released much more recently. During the prequel era, LEGO explored a variety of clone trooper designs. Among these experiments, one figure has consistently carried the same inaccuracy throughout its lifespan, being the Phase 1 clone pilot. First introduced in 2008 and last seen in 2015, LEGO had 7 years to address the issue but never did. The inaccuracy lies in the helmet's fin piece. In both Attack of the Clones and the Clone Wars, Phase 1 clone pilots are shown without the prominent fin found on standard trooper helmets. Despite this, LEGO's version continues to feature the fin straying from the on-screen design. However, with the 2025 summer wave approaching, LEGO has finally fixed the inaccuracy. Unfortunately, this wouldn't be the last time LEGO overlooked such a detail, as the next figure shows similar issues that are still persistent. With the debut of the Clone Wars animated series came a wave of new LEGO sets and minifigures. One of the most notable inaccuracies from this era is the Clone Wars version of Anakin Skywalker. In the show, Anakin sports a unique outfit featuring a dark red and dark blue color scheme, distinct from his appearance in the prequel films. However, LEGO's minifigure ignored this updated design, opting instead for a dark brown outfit reminiscent of his movie look. While this mistake dates back to 2008, LEGO has surprisingly continued to repeat it, most notably seen with the recent Clone Wars Anakin minifigures, which were released in 2018. Setting aside the previous inaccuracies, the final figure on this list is the most recent and perhaps the most disappointing, given LEGO's strong track record in earlier years. The figure in question is the 2022 version of the 212th Battalion Clone Trooper. But before diving into this release, let's rewind to 2014. During that year, LEGO launched a major Revenge of the Sith wave, which included several clone troopers. One standout set was the 212th Trooper Battle Pack, featuring highly detailed and lore-accurate minifigures that fans praised for their accuracy. Fast forward to 2022, LEGO released the ATTE set, featuring Commander Cody alongside newly updated 212th troopers. This time, the figures included helmet holes, something that has sparked debate but isn't the main issue. The real problem lies with the helmet's printed design, specifically the misaligned inaccurate arrow detail. This one flaw throws off the entire figure's look, especially when compared to its 2014 predecessor. And with that, we've covered 6 of the most inaccurate LEGO Star Wars minifigures, though there are certainly many more out there. 70 likes for part 2, subscribe.